Welcome back, learners, to the course of marketing entitled The Art and Science of Marketing from Basics to Breakthrough. We are in the first week, Module 1, that is Marketing in 21st Century, and we are going to start the Lecture 4, the shift from transactional marketing to relationship marketing. I, Dr. Asutosh Mohan, Associate Professor at Institute of Management Studies, Banaras Hindu University, BHU, love to welcome you again. This course is actually related with certain learning objective. Rather to say, this session is related with certain learning objective. The first learning objective which we try to find out with the details in the course relates with differentiating between transactional and relationship marketing. Then we try to understand the importance of customer retention and loyalty. And finally, we will have a glimpse of different tools and techniques or tactics related with relationship marketing. Even though customer value and relationship will come in detail in later part of our course when we categorically talk about the relationship and loyalty. Let's start as usual with the story, because stories are something which binds us. Now just imagine there are two coffee shops near to a university. Now coffee shop A or cafe A gives benefit to its coffee lovers in terms of loyalty cards, remembers the orders and the preferences of its consumers, and celebrate the special events like birthdays and anniversary of their loyal consumers. Whereas the cafe B, which highlights the promotional offer which they are providing to university students by giving 10% discount through one-time coupons. Now imagine another frame related with time. You are coming for your silver reunion party. So which cafe will you search for? Will it be cafe A or cafe B? Cafe B provided a one-time benefit of discount, whereas cafe A created certain kind of memories, certain kind of relatable things to offer. Definitely the most of us will remember the cafe A which somehow succeeded to build relationship, and this is what the crux of the entire story. What exactly the transactional marketing? What exactly we need to understand under the transactional marketing? Transactional marketing always have a short-term orientation. It's a selling orientation where your focus lies in terms of getting maximum sales in a short span of time, where the characteristic is price driven. You are by and large having minimum follow up, because your intent is not to build relation or retain, but your intent is to sell more and more at one point of time, and that's possible, and that is happening, and that is crucial also. Remember all those price markdowns, all those price discount offers, all those things we are talking in terms of festival discount, all those elements which relates with the clearance sales. So we have monsoon dhamaka sales, we have off winter sales, we have different kind of festive celebration kind of sales. All those things are possible, but those things are related with an intent to have a short term gain rather to have a long term orientation. Now come to relationship marketing. Now what actually the relationship marketing is? Relationship marketing relates with creating a long term engagement, creating a long lasting bond with the organization, creating a structure where there is a delivery of value, realization of value by both parties. This is happening, and this is happening through different kind of loyalty programs, creating the personalized offer, creating different kind of community engagement exercises, and the purpose of all these activity is to make you indulge into repeat purchases and ultimately become a brand advocate. What actually brand advocate means? Brand advocate means you need to campaign as a marketer on behalf of organization without getting a single penny in return as an expectation, but you are spreading positive word of mouth related with any product and service. That's what brand advocacy is. Now if we try to pinpoint the differentiate the transactional and the relationship marketing efforts on different parameters, there are basically 5 parameters. Let us start with one by one. Focus. Now focus in transactional marketing lies in making the selling possible, whereas focus in relationship marketing related with retention. The time frame, as I already mentioned, transactional marketing is having short time orientation, whereas relationship marketing is always having a long term orientation. Interaction. Interaction with your consumer, interaction with your customer. In case of transactional marketing, interaction is tend to be one time interaction to make the selling possible, whereas in case of relationship marketing, interaction is ongoing. It's not one time event related interaction, one time purchase related interaction. It's a continuous interaction where you keep on tickling your consumer and consumer keep on giving you different opinion, and you are creating, or rather to say co-creating values. So continuous interaction possibilities, it's a possible in relationship marketing orientation. Now value. In case of value, the entire value perceived by consumer in transactional marketing, it's price, price and price only. Whereas in case of relationship marketing, it's an experience which you are creating. It's an experience which you want to recall. It's an experience you want to revisit. It's an experience which you want to share. All these experiences are leading towards building a relation. Now examples. What do you think? All those flash sales, the price discounts, the offers related with transactional marketing. I am not saying it's not required, it's required. Time to time transactional marketing is required. But in case of example of relational marketing, take the example of all those big giants, say Amazon Prime, which is not selling you the different products through Amazon website, but they are also giving you a membership through Prime where you are having a preferential treatment in terms of delivery timeline, preferential treatment in terms of exemptions from paying the delivery charges, preferential treatment in terms of having viewership of different Prime videos or movies or different shows, Not only it relates with the shows or videos which you can watch on Prime Video, you also have the pleasure of Amazon Music as a Prime member. So it's a seamless integration, shop, play, enjoy. This is what continuous interaction and creating an experience in relationship marketing dimension. Now, how can we build this relationship? What are the different tools of building the relations? Foremost, whenever we talk, comes in our mind in terms of CRM systems. We means organization rely heavily on different software providers or service providers. Maybe it's a Salesforce, it may be Zoho, it may be MySAP CRM module. Those modules under ERP or different systems enabling the process happening in organization are basically try to generate, maintain and communicate with the customers. We have loyalty programs to bind or to strengthen these relationships. We may have social media engagement, which is quite possible nowadays, where we can influence opinion of others with our social media post. Obviously, the traditional linkage that is not dying, it's a follow-up, feedbacks, 24/7 availability of different touch points. All these are actually tools of building relationship. But just imagine, are these tools sufficient enough to build a relation without human touch? What's your take? Your neighborhood mom and pop kirana store and one organized retail store selling groceries, to whom you are having more intent to build relation. Your retail chain, big retail chain organized store recognize you with your customer ID. It recognize you with specific keywords. But just think about your neighborhood kirana store who recognize you by your name, who ask about your well-being, who ask about your family members, to whom you have more intent to build relation. So whatever tools we are talking in terms of technology, those are good, those are enablers, but all these tools need humanistic approach. So if these tools are calibrated with humanistic approach, then magic can be possible. Now let's have a case study which we somehow discussed in our previous slide, that's relate with Amazon Prime loyalty by design. Now this Amazon shifted buy now concept to stay with us concept. That's what I mentioned. It's not only to shop on the Amazon website, but you can watch videos on Amazon Prime, you can listen music to Amazon Music, and you keep on remembering this brand name throughout your journey of the day. So Prime members receives not only the faster delivery, maybe some exclusive deals also, and they can have the personalized recommendation, because the Amazon is collecting your entire set of data, the entire set of preferences, and they are also knowing what kind of videos you like, what kind of music you love, and based on these understanding they can predict certain kind of product or service purchases. It's possible and it's happening. Now in this case question, if you try to find out your own experience, you try to evaluate your own experience as Amazon Prime member, just think about few questions to answer. What makes Prime a successful relationship strategy? How does it differ from simple transactional selling? And could local Indian startups adopt a similar model? Yes or no? If yes, why? If no, why? Because many of these things we are realizing. First and second question answer you may realize with your experience, but just think about the third one. Can it be replicated by any other startup similar to Amazon? Is it so simple? Is it so easy to replicate? It requires a lot of time and investment. Do these startups are having that capacity to bundle the offer? Just imagine all those possibilities and try to reach on conclusion. This is what we need to understand under this lecture, the importance of relationship marketing and how good it's moving from transactional marketing to relationship marketing. Now at nutshell, we can summarize the lecture in terms of relationship marketing, which enhances the customer lifetime value. What exactly this is, we will discuss in our next to next modules, where we try to understand the value proposition, we try to understand the customer lifetime value. It not only creates the possibility of customer lifetime value, but it also builds the emotional bonds, very strategic, and which capable to drive the repeat business for the organization, very crucial. Finally, it requires a strategic investment in personalization and service. That's what I mentioned already. Replicating some successful model is not possible until unless you understand the time and energy and the resources invested to build that model, the nitty-gritty of model, then only the possibilities may emerge. So I am leaving you with certain reflective thinking questions to answer for. Just think about one of your brand to whom you feel a kind of loyalty, to whom you feel a kind of loyalty over a period of time, even though it's a very tough task for Gen Z and more to young generation, where the loyalty towards brand is decreasing, but affection for a brand is increasing. Just imagine the contradiction. The brand consciousness is increasing, but brand loyalty is decreasing. Even though, just think about any brand you are loyal to and just think why or what actually that brand is doing to make you loyal. If you are able to answer even with 1 or 2 points in your mind or note down on your paper, you will come to realize the efforts of organization related with relationship building more than the transactional marketing. So if you have further interest, read the blog. It's a blog by Forbes, Why Brands Win with Loyalty. Very beautifully articulated blog, and it will throw light on brand loyalty with some beautiful examples. So all these are going to enrich your knowledge further. Thank you to listening, to understanding the details related with lecture 4, module 1, and next class we will start the last module, last lecture of our module 1, the holistic marketing. Thank you again.